All right, geometry. In this final example, we're going to find the area of the trapezoid shown below. Okay, so I see that the base angles over here are congruent and they're 45-degree angles. So that means it's an isosceles trapezoid. And those two legs are congruent. Now the height is going to be the same on the trapezoid wherever I draw it. So that means that the two triangles on the end here, those are congruent to each other by right hypotenuse leg, so by RHL. Okay, the next thing I want to do is figure out what the height of my triangle or what the height of the trapezoid is so that I can find the height or so I can find the area. Okay, so what we're going to do is we know that since this base up here is 27, this base down here, or that part down here, must also equal 27. So I'm going to put this 27 right here. 51 represents this whole bottom base down here. Okay, so what we're left with is 51 minus 27, and that gives us 24. Now, since the two triangles are congruent, that means that these two bottom legs are also congruent to each other. So since this is going to be, since we know the whole thing is 51, and since this middle piece right here equals 27, and we're left with 24 units, that means each of these pieces is 12 and 12, because 24 divided by 2 is 12. Okay, now since it's also a 45, 45, 90 right triangle, since one leg is 12, the other leg also measures 12. And there we go. We found the height of the trapezoid, and now we have enough information to figure out what the area is. So remember, area of the trapezoid is base 1 plus base 2 times the height divided by 2. We can also express this as 1/2 times base 1 plus base 2 times the height. So I'm going to represent it that way for the purposes of this video, just to see an example like that. So we have 1/2. One of the bases is 27. The other base is 51. So I'm going to write 27 plus 51. And the height is 12. Okay, let's start simplifying. So we've got 27 plus 51, and that gives us 78 times 12. And that 78 times 12 gives us 936. And half of 936 gives us 468. So 468 is the area of the trapezoid.